Former President Clinton advisor Doug Schoen and Matt Schlapp, chairman of the American Conservative Union and former political director to President George W. Bush. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Welcome, Shannon.
All right, Doug, I want to start with you. Is there a statute of limitations on rehashing the election or not? I mean, is this part of the analysis the Democrats need to go through to have better luck next time around?
Well, on your first question, there should be a statute of limitations. On the second one, I wouldn't think that you'd have to go through this much soul searching over and over and over, but I guess it's therapeutic. Look, Hillary Clinton lost because she was a weak candidate. I don't particularly like to have to acknowledge that David Bossie was right, but he is right. So you can't blame everybody else for your own foibles and then sort of say it's them and I'm part of the resistance, and by the way, I've got a new organization and look forward to my coming on the stage in 2020. I don't think it works. I don't think it's credible. I don't think that the whole argument or rationale makes any sense.
I suspect that Mr. Matt Schlapp might agree with you on some of those points. Okay, so she's got some things in the work. We know President Obama is out there still speaking his mind and doing his thing. And now I have, you know, we've been talking about Vice President Joe Biden, who has criticized Hillary, saying she wasn't a great candidate, but coming out with his own PAC. And now we have this first email sort of linking, it's supposedly to this PAC. He says he's tired of the negativity, the pettiness, the small-minded of our politics. It drives me crazy. It's not who we are. The history of this nation is one of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And he says, basically, get on board with me to help elect a new round of leaders. Matt, who are the young, up-and-coming Democrats? Because it seems like the old guard is kind of carrying all the weight right now.
Well, you know, Shannon, as I come close to the threshold of turning 50 years old, I'm really pro the idea that all these old geezers want to run the Democratic Party. But truly, I do agree with Doug a lot. And the fact is this, which is I really am tired of relitigating the last campaign. Hillary Clinton lost for some pretty obvious reasons that all your viewers understand. Her email was central to that. And the fact is this, the Democratic Party has made a decision. They've made a decision for hashtag resistance. Everything is resist Trump. Don't give him votes for anything on anything, even if he picks a competent person to run an agency, fight it, do everything you can to delay it. And that's where they are. They're very progressive. The center of their movement is all about being hard left. I don't think America is hard left. I don't think they're going to have electoral success with that path. I think they'll maybe have some slight congressional success next cycle, but with this resistance idea. But in the long run, America is much more of a centrist to center-right country, and I think they're making a bad strategic mistake. And by the way, Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, they're not the leaders that the resistance wants. They want Elizabeth Warren. They want Bernie Sanders. They want young progressives that we don't even know yet.
Well, here's the thing. To that point, we talked earlier this week about Bernie Sanders, the senator, and, you know, nearly the Democratic nominee. At least he was down to the final wire with former Secretary Clinton. Just about every race and every issue he's gotten involved with in the last few months has lost. So while you do have part of the party pulling very far left and want to go very progressive, some would say socialist, Doug, where do you see the party going? Because where he's gotten involved, it hasn't translated into at least the ballot box.
Well, there are two problems, Shannon, and you've alluded to them. First are the candidates. We don't exactly have a stellar group. And I would like the Democrats to win. I'd like fresh faces to emerge. But the other problem we have is a message problem. Matt is right. It is a center-right country. I was a New Democrat back when that term was in vogue. I helped move Bill Clinton in the mid to late 90s from the left to the political center, welfare reform, balanced budget, crime bill and the like. And this crowd of Democrats are far, far left. And I frankly see that the problem the party faces is not only weakness for 2020, but at the gubernatorial level, congressional and legislative level, the party is at its weakest point in many years.
All right, quick final word to we can't believe he's almost turning 50, Matt Schlapp.
Well, let's face it. Look, I'm a strong conservative and a strong Republican, but I don't think this country is totally in line with the Republican Party either. And the Republicans have their greatest success when they see the radical nature of where these progressives in the Democratic Party want to go. If that's what they want to show the American people, despite our mistakes, we're going to do a lot more winning.
Well, as we saw in the last election, people were very upset with both parties. That was clear. Doug?